Nibanga Nibu Duji Je Gongni, Dingazi Chepa Jenju, Dingazi Tilaten, Shenjong Dewachi Soni Shineji.
So after, by using the 8 antidotes, and if one has completely eradicated the 5 faults, and thus producing very powerful meditative stabilization, and if that has induced the physical and the mental pliancy, then that is the calm abiding of the mind that one has achieved.
Sim Coronation di Courage, Rangi Tagina, the Seva, Trimba, Serva. The Monetonia Domendo Sanarchi already, the Singanello Tonio Maridanda.
So, when one has achieved that calm abiding of the mind, then the ability to remain fixed on the object is very good. And at the same time, the clarity and intensity of the mind, which is fixed on the object, is also very clear. And one has almost the feeling that one has directly perceived or realized the emptiness, but still one has not yet understood the true entity or true nature of the mind. And so many Tibetan meditators have already said in the past, so at that point, that when one has this feeling that it is already a non-conceptual understanding of the emptiness. So actually, one's mind is not at all sort of hidden to oneself. One should have a full understanding of one's own mind or one's own state of mind. So the type of samadhi or the type of meditative stabilization that one has achieved, so that is even difficult to recognize and even to explain what one has experienced in that context. So when one comes into such a stage, then one has the sense of having achieved the true emptiness, understanding of the true emptiness, and since one has all these great qualities of having the object very clear and having intensity to remain fixed on object, and one thinks then this must be the one which is the emptiness, something which is unthinkable and something inexpressible, and so people sort of then mistake this for true realization of emptiness. But then nowadays, it's very rare to almost rare to find people that who have actually having achieved the true pliancy of the samadhi or the samatha meditation. So when one attains to the 7th and 8th stages of the meditation for achieving calm abiding of the mind, then one's mind is quite free from the different agitations, like the mental excitement and scattering and so forth. So one has the sense of having achieved the great progress of the meditation, and especially when one arrives at the 9th stage of the meditative equipoise, then one thinks that one has the sense of having achieved the final aim, but still one hasn't achieved the pliancy of the mental and the physical.
That in the girl sing with Chunian to my some sing with Nelula dashing sewa, down or timber, Tilu Nyumbu. The Neji Umbe Gudu, where sing Chunian Mosu to Imberesam. That is a Mujerci. Where sing Chunian Hajo Tonua, Jella Tento Map, and there is a Monsu Meva. Going Shawa the Zemba Meva, who but true and never sing Chunian, so much king true. Imba some true king true. This Sanji Parjam Sutebe Mangandere, Seta, Moche Rashu, Gushu Soge, Mamugi, Tichivior. Tatemahimba Simuting, Sinche Nanya, so Antonio called Kake Yamari, Tashan and Milpudu Chigri. Today, children a quarter Umari. Purgu Chulu, Samala number Dava Kasana Inima Sarimba, Yoredi, Chu Yoba Najing, Peju don't can to Gumburi. Peju Yawaji told Mashima Chazun that shaking, made him Bevoyor. Kangal Shujuma, Tenekashi Yore, Risun Sigri.
So the as the Rinpoche had said before, when one attains to a certain state of mind where one has full clarity and also the intensity and ability to remain fixed, then it is possible that this might be taken for a proper realization of emptiness, and then sometimes this is being interpreted as achieving of even enlightenment, and something that one can obtain enlightenment in such a very easy way. And so there have been many often such cases that where this has been interpreted as attaining the full enlightenment, and he's only said that he's not sort of he's not despising those wrong mistaken views, but there have been certain cases that where people have interpreted that in such a way, and although that we have the teachings, the doctrines of the practice, but there are very few who actually make a proper use of those teachings, the doctrines of the practice.
That is him with Journey to the Rebda Redi, Kumbajan Motu Toyamar, Gonzog Nesuri.
So at that point, the kind of introduction will be given of one's mind is only an introduction on relative level, because that is still one has not yet achieved the calm abiding of the mind, or true nature of the mind is not yet been understood.
That Tomania Motu Chenani, Tonya Gongor, Yani Tonya Telepo, Rivet Taji, Gajang Munsi, Gaja de Meba Hagona Tonya to, the Gongore, Tonya Goya de la Kazaki Chidame, Tonji Chidin, Kazaki Tin. The Anaje, Kanya Gonji or the Terin the Shene toss on the Shene Ting Dotene, Gaja Zeni, Tonya Gon, Laton Jim, Laton Toyu, and the Tonya let me build Laton Toyu, the teaching Solaya again, Jolam Toyu. This one word, Tayani.
So actually, so by this meditation, that one has to apply the power of reasoning to first to seek the object of negation, what will be actually negated, and this will be done in terms of two different things. One is that with respect to the emptiness of the person, and one is the emptiness with respect to the mental and physical phenomena. And so then through on the basis of achieving this calm abiding of the mind, then one comes to recognize clearly the objects of negation, and this will then finally induce the special insight after having achieved the calm abiding of the mind. So this attaining this the proper insight will take place when one attains to the state of state of preparation. That means that one has already completed the first stage of accumulation.
Sanje Jundin Digi Simto na Sanje Yin Sanje Yentu Zedo Meson, Simto na Sanje Yin Son Yori. This Simto Lu in the Mari. Simto Bazan Sanje in Simato Mesuya, Ransi Rangamato and Mikawayori. Yomari. Ranlo go to Chiba Kansa Mes, Musin Troma in Shigarang Simirango Yori.
So Buddha has at once one time said that if one understands the true nature of the mind, so that is already enlightenment. But this could not be sort of taken literally, because that everyone knows the actual state of one's own mind, and even the little insects, the bugs and so forth, understand their own nature of mind.
Tandi Gesha di Sebu Mamushenane, Taten Tizu, Dumacheba, Sunjuba, Kada, the Simki Ding to the Sanje Rancheso Yolu, the Rika to Legre, that Rika to Shebo Jun, Senior Journal Shebore, and then just a Jamon to the Jin goes reach to Sune, Rika Naja Jevason, Moto Jin goes to Rika, Tembe Chuji, even reach to Sun. Tell a Rajaneri Jeju reach a Jobajan, the Senior Dakan solicitation Tabayaguyor, telling on the Shen and Gorure. In and there seemed to no Sanje, so I seemed to Toluchi or Conderesana, seemed to chug, Kundening Zawa in Sigur, Maransunya Ruchuk and Duba Yuya, Simku Javari, Yasanje Toya Zawa and Simki Javari, Sumbior.
So when we speak of this type of mind, then also that we come to speak of the Buddha nature, which has been explained by Buddha Maitreya in his different works, such as like the clear realization, and he describes 13 different type of natures related to one's mind, and all these things are learned in course one studies on philosophy, and this is something that cannot be explained in a little amount of time. And in short, the mind is the basis of, or the root of all that happens.
Trojin Sara Hage to Hale Sonya la Simye Jibu Kunji Sabendi, Kamala Sita Yangen de Troa, Devenjevo Tanji Dirjeva, Yejin on the similar Chaselos, Simsing Kunji Sabendi is Sunrudi. Da Kamala Sita Yangen de Troas, Sing Tunye the dog Ungin, Yataba Yangen de Toya. Temado Vajin, Simkibe on the Chaman, Mang Nyavanonduya, Kangaching it. Devenjevo take him Kore. Yejin no Buddha which anyway Sim Kore. Then there is a thing Yejin no Buddha with the Chancellor, whichever.
So even this is confirmed by Great Master Saraha in his Tohasangs. He says that the mind, which is the seed of all, and if one comes to understand the very entity, the very nature of this mind, then one can easily achieve the liberation, the state of liberation. But then, if one doesn't use it in that right sort of direction, then it could also produce a lot of sufferings. And so, in a way, that this is like the wish fulfilling gem, the mind, because if one makes good use of it, then it can produce even the liberation and enlightenment and so forth. So another great master, the Lingrepa, and he was a disciple of Milarepa, and he also said that to understand the mind means to understand the actual nature, the actual entity of the mind.
And take on the Tonya Gome, Kuza, Junju, Lado, Sanjigo, Toyago, Zunore, sing with Nelu, Madobe, Onga, Sim Tribe on the Chan, and Dipa Mongosa, Kuazawa, Susan, sing with Nelu, Do, Mado, Nibudi, Ken Kitchen, Yeni Nietzsche, Kenyek Zawajire.
So this is whether or not understand the entity or the nature of the mind is both very advantages and disadvantages. If one understands this, then it can produce a great result, like achieving the liberation and enlightenment and so forth. And on the other hand, if one doesn't understand the true entity, the nature of the mind, then on the basis of that one can induce a lot of afflictive emotions, and so thus then producing accumulating further causes for suffering.
당해만 조생그 송동들라 야부 싫어요. 조생하면 속에. 여래도 송동 나이게 생을 차고대 야부지 고아래 네 생구처 맞춰서야게 자제 친구 다 자신을 생구처야 되라 신의 생그 이즈처가 쓰기요. 생그 이즈처로 근데 추고래서나 생구처 생그 이즈처는 생구처 이게 자와데 제전의 뒤쳐서는 생구처가 인식을 다 자제 친구 되려. 대단다 근데서도 또 하게 논도 도고요.
So these quotations of the great Mahasiddhas of the past, these are all sort of very profound and very good. And in one of them says that to understand one's mind means to understand the basis, the root or the basis of one's mind, and that is when one understands the base of one's mind, then one understands the entity or the nature of one's mind.
다들 간데르서는 심다 생건 나와니 부대 배 제나네 미니 주켄 코라야 미니 다들 돈이 세상 지리 되네 매바데 말레메 칠레메 다다예메 두순도메 마치 망가 지주에메 마치 사들 내야요 말이 마네 사들 가야요 말이 어디면 이제도 조른도야예메 코라랑 신심해가 인자 대답이랑 되어 치면 내로데 어디네 최타지 추구 인사 다 추구 수류 추구 구조 리들 미다위요 근데 손요래도 도하기 더나로지 레디야 싱그네로 마냐 추구 인스 도고 말이 돈이래 다양히
So as Ona said, this type of mind and the things that appear to that mind, if one actually make a search for it, then there's nothing that can be found of the mind and of things that appear to that mind. So because of that, it is said it is neither sort of born nor sort of ceasing, and nor it is changeable, and so. When you come to understand this particular nature, so this is the nature of the great bliss, and this was said to be the true Dhammakaya, but here it doesn't mean it's a real state of a Buddha like a Dhammakaya, but it is a real state of emptiness, the selflessness.
추구 때와데 산제부터 추구래. 고순 산제로마도 요마리 이내 추구 미다야 되라 이디고 추구 랑되고 추구 세와 고순람치 나고 되네 미다서지니 요리 이내 추구랑 인신고 말이 세제 탐제고 유고 생게된도 돈이 여대요. 추 탐제게 된도 돈이 여대요. 랑지지 마루바 인 찾매바 그딩 랑지 마루바데 돈이 레대요. 레데 돈이야 강가 추구 인스 두고 말이.
So His Holiness says that the actual state of Dhammakaya, the actual Dhammakaya can only be found in the state of a fully enlightened Buddha, and it's not to be found anywhere else. But yet we have the tendency to speak of Dhammakaya in many different contexts. Sometimes from the conventional level, the basic level, and sometimes from the level of the path that one follows. And on the other hand, the type of emptiness it is referred to here is to be found in all the sentient beings and in all the phenomena that exist. And so therefore the emptiness is actually pervades everything, but the actual state of Dhammakaya is only to be found in the state of Buddha.
심제니 랑글르니 고레 안도 공발라 안도 가바도 제니 자바니니 니그 말이스 이 조다 근데도 심들 조다요 말이스 Doka Kundedu, Kaboari, Mabari, Sebari, Yamaris, then Zultan Zujin, Mayamari, Zume Yamari. Kanduricinduna, Tak Heke Matoya, this single Chunian Tumor, Sigi already, Tizang Chunian Tumari. So, that Rabu, Rabu Chuniori.
So then it only says that that sometimes that we make a search for the mind, and in one's body, from the head down to the feet, and then try to find out the exact nature of the mind, like the shape and the color and so forth, and then it is neither sort of with form nor without form. And then when we come to this kind of a conclusion, then we say that one has already seen the true nature or the true entity of the mind.
That in the Shensu Mamuyori, Shensu Mamuyori, Dandayani, Tonya Chamu de Dogore, Tonya Chamu Dovala, Tamamu Mamala Shelu, the Shugdena, Amjo Sasachi, Toba Maru, Goyamendo, Tanda Nibude, Tonya Chamu de Madonna. Quality with Tozani Yomari. Tebasunge Palam Toya Yomari. Things are Tomani the Gate Chaja Chimbu Sandulu Chaja Tomani. Malu Chaja, we said, Neji de Tom. They don't hear me. Tenini Bude, Malu Chaja Chimbu de Zorin Sevengi Kosuyori. Rangijola Neji, the Tonya, that the girls mean that Tonya Chilu, Luma Shone, Tensun Chelu, Susha Romari. Casino Zorin got the share surgery. Mato Terry Tandamazun de Chachin Seati. Young Chidon charges zero.
So so likewise there are many different discussions with respect to mind, but then until that one is actually able to understand the nature of the subtle mind, there's no way to attain to the state of a superior, and so of the superior of three different vehicles. And then the interpretation of the Mahamudra with respect to Sutra is like that, and with respect to Tantra, then the Mahamudra refers to the state of a union of great bliss and voidness, and that is only to be achieved at the state of the mind, the isolation of the mind. And when one has already achieved the all the winds and so forth, then having gathered and having sort of gathered into the central channel, and having achieved abiding and absorption, at that point then one has achieved the a part of the great Mahamudra, and having achieved the union of the great bliss and voidness.
Chitan Chaja Jitela, Chaja Jising Jordan, Leji Chaja, Tamsigi Chaja, Chuji Chaja, Chaja Chimbus, Tianan, Chaja Chimbu de Tombajere, Leji Chaja Seati, Tela New York, Tamebi Pumeta, Kandume Trubaru Yori, Tin, that Maransu Yundagi Chaja Ten, Chaja Seati, Tian Sansan Sayavayari, Pume Gangal Chaja Sumari. Segochuna, Leji Chaja, the Pume Machabrita. When a country of the Natan Judu Umasula, Leji Chaja, Chuji Chaja, Tamsigi Chaja, Chaja Jineo, Leji Chaja Garisana, Tara Susan Hand, Didi Chant Chanchin was all Sanja, Chilen Zuji, Alhaji Hand, Chile Chujing Hand, Sajuru Hand, Chile, Child to Susan Talhan, Chile, and Dumba Tikatu, Leji Chajas. Then Judu Umasula Chaja. And Yunda Susu Yunda Tomani Chajan Ruluti, Yomari. Togala Ishima, the thing is Simakuya to the Chaja to Yori. Some Lamega goes in the Chaja cousin Shesariba, Chaja Jiti, Sazoring, Mendo. There is Sonia Hallowing a Kashigi, Sanga Ganyane be permit and Jigioda. No, is I need don't you. She Michi. Not permit a gobu, Manga Ganyane Yunguribes. This and the Doji Shangi Naju Meba, Naju, Ishi Meba Ishi, Chajala, Neju, never do a Tisum Sonyor. Trushin Nabujuba Nata Cousin Shoyimba, Trushin Nabujuba singing the Nakalaba Pedro. Ali teach Suge. 저기 이거 동네에 지 송배 이
아니 이게 동네
무시 두고
네 알린 것 때문에 무지 알 무시 것 좋아 그래서
시작은 상하 생애 배제 동 초초 나와 주 시작되는 누구 되는 지주하면 공주녀를 총서서 되어리 송로.
So His Holiness said there are 4 types of mudras that we speak of. The one is the action mudra, and then commitment mudra, and then wisdom mudra, and then great mudra. And the action mudra, then this could have two different meanings. One is on ordinary level, the ordinary sort of ordinary woman which will be used as a consort for the practice. So that is sort of ordinary. And then the other one is the emanations of the dakinis. Then dakinis which will be used as a consort for the practice. So that is the two different possibilities of the action mudra. And then the great mudra is only emptiness. It refers to the great emptiness. And then His Holiness said we cannot sort of consider all the women to be mudra. This is totally wrong. One has to make these definitions, the distinctions. And then sometimes in the low class of tantra, then mudra is also used for certain rites or certain pujas, where you have to perform these different hand gestures connected with the different visualizations of the deities in one's body and so forth. So it can have different connotations. But then, with respect to the tantric practice, that if one is not precise enough with all the commitment and so forth, then it could also become a source of great sufferings and troubles.
Beautiful.
Now,
Kasi siya ke chaja jila, da dan do yang la me ga ta gong du ke chaja ke ke she iba kasi, chaja chimu sia de, zo zo dong ni de, da zu de rin she mo guo qi, ha guo guo. 首先那不觉吧新年的路就的可是需要的，首先那不觉吧呗，新年他都给定个人路着几个要的，他都来那呢，你chaja den sa,来去chaja den sa来吧的，空。생각이 가도되네. 가와 페페라 셔살 두고 말이. 두고도 살면 바나장 바 페루래.
So
do 꼭 좋게 매봐 도도 나가라 코르르 셴로 그래. 눈 반다머 좋게 요 말이. 바나장을 troll 주는 루래. 근데 그 조신 침무지래.
So His Holiness is speaking of great Masida. So Nabucheba, and he was very highly advanced Masida. And was very close to the final state of the state of mind isolation. And when one completes to that state, then one is fully entitled to use the action mudra as a consort for one's practice. And so when that Masida, when he would walk on the ground, his feet would never touch the ground, and there were always 7 umbrellas turning right over his head. And a lot of the different musical instruments, like the dramaru and the drums and so forth, would always sort of there accompanying his walk and with self-sounding.
Zoriya Tarshan Rima Jivaya Taja Sanje Hala Joba Trichi Dreaming Joba Dao Joji Joba Jabu Sachiori. Jazan Kung Singing Tala Joba the Shigi Institute, the natural never told me do Mandro so Lame never Tunshi so. Akunga Shindo Chilia Migdu Sitani Shindo Gamashoro Salma Power. Taya Tugri, 제게 누수야 제도 신도 야투는 가정 소고래 야투 마토버래 다 오늘 저 달을 주니 저거는 메르지산이 쇼소래 남서 달을 주니 저거는 메르지 칼게 라메고들레 테마세버래 다야 주스 제메바야 타나 주스 소기롱 그런 거 소주니 야주 소주스 디주 마토버래 단도 렘바 말이야 숨을 단도 tinde게 단도베 상용으로 때 말렘버래 상도 되어야돼.
So So what happened is there were at certain times for the Mahasiddhas, great Mahasiddhas, to enter into certain tantric conduct, and one is after having finished already the generation stage, that one can, after having achieved the full complete stability of the generation, one can enter into this one of the so-called conducts of the Mahasiddhas. Another one is that after completing the completion stage, then we speak of the different conduct with and without elaboration. So this usually will last about 18 months. And then this great Mahasiddha, that he wanted to enter into a conduct, special conduct of the Mahasiddhas, and then he was his guru told him that he shouldn't sort of go yet enter into this conduct, and he was told to, by his master, he was told to bring down all the fruits of a tree, and this he did. Just by taking a look to the tree, he was able to bring all the fruits down to the ground. But then when he was told to bring them back to the tree, he was unable to do so. And then he was said it was not yet time for him to enter into that particular conduct. And then another time he was told by his guru he should manifest himself in the form of a tiger and then bring a dead body from the cemetery and then eat it. And this he did. But then after that he was said that he should vomit whatever that he had eaten, and this he couldn't do it, and so therefore he was told still to wait for some time until he could actually enter into that conduct. And so the reason that why he has explained this is because that here in the West it is possible that one might sort of misunderstand this term, the mudra, be understood it meant to be only sort of the women, and sort of to have sexual intercourse with a woman, then would be a tantric practice. So in order to clarify this point, that's why he Sonis had explained these different definitions. So the type of Mahamudra that we speak of with respect to Tantra is only at the time that when one is already in the stage of the mind isolation, and where one has already developed the clear light of great bliss and voidness. So that is the Mahamudra, the reference of Mahamudra. And here in with respect to Sutra, the Mahamudra is refers only to emptiness. So his Honor said from the four types of mudras he had spoken of, is the first one is the action mudra, refers to women who are used to be used as concept for the practice, and all the rest of the three, the mudras such as like the commit mudra, the wisdom mudra, and good mudras are all type of wisdom mudras that will be used, as he explained, with respect to the stage and the completion, the stage of filling the jewel. So in that context, he already had explained these different mudras. And then, with respect to sutra, that after having achieved the calm abiding, the mental quiescence, then that will induce the special insight. And so that is referred to as the great Mahamudra with respect to sutra. So those were the different names given to different aspects of the emptiness and so forth, given by those great past teachers, the great saints, and so when we sort of then follow the examples of those masters, then we shouldn't remain like following those different names without having any sense of meaning. And so from now on, he's also well explained the emptiness, the way to achieve emptiness. So we should listen carefully.
Tiba chimbe bofan sanje tojo padarja. Tiba memba ine rajung to kuali tuya yomare. Donya mado no palang tosa yomare. Chazang su donya dogo kei chimbo izasan haba yungo chungu shuya nala domba shewa jiwa mebe tsu mishi benen roa chamjuruya chamjuru pa teda tujunga we tausuda riba jada kenen zabarze sungyo re. Domba shewa jiwa meba suma donya re. Donya ga namjang re. Namtara go sungu jewa re. Pena chu bumba ruchi le cha ya na bumba khoro rang rangshi ji ma ru ba de dongba re khui ting ge bumba khoro rangshi ju be ju le ma ji wa de khoran ting ge ne re chema me ba re bumba le rebu yo re de khui rebu de rangshi ju ba ji ma re bumba rangshi ju be rebu mi ji ba de me ba re de sum de bumba dong ni re sa dongba she wa ji wa me be su su bumba dong ni na dar go su ja yo re de ha ma go na an khwali chu ya yo ma re jo 다가 나je 랑 bomba nyogo suna chigi tola jane jure ngo shu sungu tola jana domba shiva chiwa me banata gosu jaje le sun jawa cheba lega sungu tola ben cheba ji fiwa ina cheba phusa cheba buju cheba phugen sungu de raji jube domba de nata gosu re tene iza tendo nata gosu de donye ra re donye shi chamudire de ma do na domba shiva chiwa mebe mishi bene te ha mago na roa chamjuru was roa na kwa na chamde re jo te ma shen be jenge mishi bene roa chamjuru wa te da tu jung ga be tau chu da ta ti ni so shu domba shiva chiwa shilu ga ji re da ma so me domba shiva chiwa mebe chu da ali sung bu de jure mo chu sung ge ding na ta go sung ja re de dong nie chamu re na da yang ni 동네 대마셔 몇개 권 참대월에 숨로치다.
He only says that if one is not able to achieve the understanding of the emptiness, then let alone attaining the full enlightened state of Buddha, even there's no means to achieve the state of an arhat. And there's no way to achieve the state of a superior with respect to three different vehicles, and so therefore it's very important to achieve the understanding of the emptiness. And as it so so there are the emptiness is explained in context with three different aspects. The one is it's being empty of, and second being peaceful, and third one is that without the possibility to be reborn. So these are the three different aspects of emptiness, and sometimes it's being referred to as three doors of liberation.
Ada tomba shewa chewa mebe tsul su tomba nyege tsu de mishi be ne ro chamjur wa te ma shebe chen ge ro kho ni chamde wa res ndi so.
So because of that one has not developed the understanding of the emptiness, so that is why that one always remains within the cyclic existence.
Tida tujinga we tab su dang su ko ro kho ni chamde wa de tu zi wa chi ma zhe ne tujinga wa sanje jonde ni ge tab ma bu ji de ne sin xian le dong nian do be tab shi bu ji de ge yo res. Tujinga we tab su da riba ja tab ja cha ma riba ja cha ma be go ne be dong nian do ba le ju gu yo res zhe xia de de na le ju ba dong nian do se de le ya ju ya be tab re.
So the Buddha, that out of his great compassion towards sentient beings, because that he has seen the need for the sentient beings to understand the emptiness, so he has, out of his great compassion, he had given hundreds and hundreds of methods, skillful methods and reasonings being given in order to generate the proper understanding of the emptiness among the sentient beings.
다들 연준 되버 지저야 다 니고래 동바 시와 매버 저면 추탕 제제 장신이 마루도 동바 니에디 하정도 또 가버려 소리 대마도는 로는 코를 참되버려
So that was a sutra, a discourse that the Buddha had given upon the request of a disciple, Yokuchong, and the one who has protected the land, the continent. So it says that one more, he will explain this verse one more. He says that the emptiness, the meaning of the emptiness, nature of the emptiness is very difficult to understand. So because of that the sentient beings then do not find a way out of this, the existence, the samsara.
진에 성사도마 샤주베 상제 존된데 더 투지 침부단 데마데 투지 원게 한배 신jel을 전에 돈에 도베 탑 망보 리바 망보 돈에 신jel을 돈에 도야 그 탑시 쉬우진세요레스.
So Buddha is completely sort of moved by his compassion towards the sentient beings, and that's why that he had given so many different methods for the sentient beings, for the sentient beings to achieve the understanding of the selflessness, the emptiness.
That is. So
therefore we have to achieve the understanding of the emptiness. Otherwise, there's no means to get out of this existence. So it's not a very easy sort of task for us, and we have to use many different reasonings, and supported by the altruistic methods, and also one has to accumulate merit, and also has to go through a lot of process of purifications, and it's worth sort of making effort towards the realization of this emptiness.
Sanje Jondendege Chuji Pumba Jeshi Jitong Lasu, Kaze Song Yoba Debe, Song Satige, Donia Dobe, Tab Shadaris. So you can let you song in a pool of Cotonia Doya, Tablan Romisha, Song Yoris.
So the Buddha had given altogether 84,000 different type of teachings, and ultimate aim of those teachings is to activate among the sentient beings a realization of the emptiness, and for that purposes that is given so much of teachings.
Donia Dobe Tab Shada Songuya Karesana, Donia Dobe Tab Songuya de Duja Teta de Betaba Yangelin de Batobe Childores, Yangelin de Batobal Donia Dobo.
And the reason that why he had taught such a great amount of teaching is because that he wanted the sentient beings to achieve ultimately the state of nirvana, and which is only possible through understanding of the emptiness.
최지 지에 가져봐 동반일에 잠된주 대양양은 다쳐도 시줄면서 쳐라면서 저런게까지 가져 송야디 동반일에 배장 송구요레스 대가르에서는 동반이 되어야 돼 신진양에는 다와 타바토비 쉐도레스 신진게 양에는데 시원양이 도베 더 마인베 한차베 저런 거 덮시 싸만 나고 말이에요 봐.
So this quotation contains that that whatever that the Buddha has taught, that all of his teachings contain the methods, the methods and means to achieve liberation, and because the liberation is the peaceful state of nirvana, and to achieve that by the sentient beings.
파바 시월라게 소나야 연라데다 탐제는 도베 셔럽든도 손스 주풍까지 손잡아데 돈에도 셔럽 지에 치도 손바래서.
And this was even confirmed by Shantideva in his guide of the Bodhisattvas. He says that the reason that why all of these different branches is being taught is simply to activate the understanding of the ultimate nature, emptiness.
저지게 주지 풍부 제시단 지동 숨보 강인장去年的了 주진 법스 주풍 제지동 수산제 가래 송송데 거라 잡아라마서마 보네 보사데 돈이 걸어 보비요레스.
So
미국 미대로 데레 송요.
Even the great master Atisha had told that all this amount of teachings that the Buddha had given, 84,000 different teachings, that all this ultimately comes to the subject of emptiness.
다 신의 시사를 저랑서 공제 거부이자 신의 공의 토 용시치 명시치 내 신의 도구 말에서 도구 말이야. 신의 토는 힘보 안 도면도다 돈이 뭐도는 신의 가 개패면도 거기만 냥도 루지래 냐와나는 루지래 좀.
So with that, the explanations to achieve the calm abiding of the mind is complete, and so since that you are so much interested in meditation, and when you engage for this kind of meditation, whether you are going to be successful or not, that is a different matter. And but to achieve simply calm abiding of the mind is not enough. Still, that after achieving that, it is possible that one might have to go into one of the bad migrations with great suffering.
신의 코랑게 되냐와는 동거 말아봐디 신의게 답아 두고 말이. 산티진 것이 두고 말이. 사도 마토바 답아 토와라 파벨람 토고 사도 마토바라 파벨람 파다르자 주 수주 조랑 토사요 말이. 제가 답아 마토 파람 마토 수주이나 코데 그래네 대만도 그래.
So it doesn't mean that the achieving of the mind, the calm abiding of the mind, will send a person directly into the bad migrations. He didn't mean that. But unless that one is able to combine that with the meditation of the special insight and being the possibility to attain the state of a superior, then one has to fall into one of those bad migrations with great sufferings.
돈만이 돈이 돈에 신의 마토는 배속 말이 또가 정의 배 말이 돈이 또 신의 또 라통토 돈이 또별 라통토는 공기는 아니야 전 돈이 무슨도 또선 바람토 버리 아니 야원은 뭐래 되네 맞아 봐잖아 돈이 또 그래 라통 고고래 되니 가야면 신의 공기되는 그게 야 말이야 산지 존된데랑 그 숨을 당에 마 저기.
So first that one has to, if one achieves the understanding of the emptiness, then one has also achieved the understanding of the calm abiding of the mind. And then this should be connected with the meditations to achieve special insight. And then just by still continuing on the meditation, then that will induce finally the direct realization of the emptiness. And at that point one has attained the state of a superior, and from there on there's no need for one to take one of those bad migrations. One is completely being liberated from those states.
The thing is Jidembada Tinsin Gungche Chang, Tene Daton the Shi Jiminjur, Tene Yomu Chi Shin Road Trudy, Sachu Chin, Tinsin Gumbashins, Jidemba Sugi, 땡에지 공부를 신의 공부를 라동에 도그래 상대 주에 시집가도 누구를 줄여서 신의 라텐을 하지게 양도지요래 그래서 땡에지 공부를 해줘 레디 되네 나도 신지비 돈이 많고 봐이자 단세 코레요래 줘 나게도 신지기요 말해 때문에 봐이자 조마레리 아니 뭐야지 요모 배신 주네 야 말만 누구래스 하주 진의 대제 공부신 하주 승해대 너무 장송지 장송 하주 승해지 리프르 승해지 근데 요 하주가 땡에지 미스다 공부에 나갈 바필 근데서 놓게 중요하대 아니 신가 개편마도 버리고 도마니를 살로요 말와
So His Holiness has given a quotation from a text called The King of the Samadhi, the King of the Meditative Stabilization. It's a teaching given by Buddha, which says that having achieved the calm abiding of the mind, it is possible for a person to take a rebirth at the peak of the secular existence. But then, even though it's a very high state, but that will not help. He will have to, since he has not sort of completely eradicated the self-grasping, and since he has not realized the understanding of the emptiness, so therefore all the imprints of the afflictive emotions remain within his state of mind, and then this will then gradually disturb his mind, and then will cause him to fall again into the bad migrations. And an example for that is there was once a very powerful rishi is called Lakchu and Ripuru, and they have developed very powerful meditations, like having achieved calm abiding of the mind, and were able to fly in the space like birds, but they did not help, and after a while they were again then falling into bad migrations. And then, even if that one has achieved the understanding of the emptiness and achieved the calm abiding of the mind, and still one hasn't attained the liberation, then what should one do? So an example for that is that we have this problem from the self-grasping, and this needs to be cut completely, and this is demonstrated by a tree that needs to be cut. So for that, for the act of cutting, first thing that you need for that act is that you need a very sharp sort of axe, and then you need a very very strong sort of hand or arm to make use of that axe, and then the person himself have to be also in the best of physical condition to make that act possible. So here the need to achieve the calm abiding of the mind, this powerful meditative stabilization, is compared to the best physical condition of the person who was to cut that tree, and the special insight, the special analytical wisdom which will be used for that purpose is compared to the sound of the powerful arm, the hand, which will be used for the cutting, and then the realization of the emptiness is compared to the sharp axe which will be used for cutting the tree.
Then Yang de to review. Jujan Dani then Jujan Kang then Shemijus, Chula Dame, Susuto Dame, but Tombani, the Gonzaga Dame, Chuji Dame, say Tonieri. Tony de la Susuto, Shirok, Taji, and Yavu Togures. Tito soon and Tova Santakin Digumari, Tingin Zigitalichun, Gongures, Shinakin, Chanel Hatuni Gongures. They won't hold any Yangan de Togures. They might be Jujamaka, Kazacha and Yangan de Togoma, Resungor.
So the His Holiness says that there are two types of selflessness or emptiness. One is with respect to a person, other one is with respect to the mental and physical aggregates. And then to understand the aspect of both of these different emptiness, that one needs to make use of the analytical wisdom or consciousness, and try to maintain the meditation based on calm abiding of the mind and special insight. And then through that the actual state of nirvana could be obtained. And since this cannot be produced by any other possible causes,
Ta Tony to be Tony Tawa Tenla Po Toya, the Tower, Ta, the Shine, the Hatung Guet, Gumbachi, Tagumi. They is around the Holo Tawa Zegachi, the Holo Shine Rukachi Neo. Shine Roots had Tony said Tawa Zegachi. I didn't call Tony Tobachi, and is in the Shine Rukachi Neo.
His Holiness says there could be two possible cases. The one is that by having first achieved the understanding of the emptiness, then one turns to generate the proper calm abiding of the mind and special insight. And the other one is the other way around. So there are two possible cases.
Holo Tony Tenla Po, then Shine Shine Gongkendi, Tato no Gumba Sus, Tawan Holo Tenla Po, Tito and Gumba Gont Zerge.
So the one who first generates the understanding of the emptiness and then tries to achieve calm abiding of the mind with insight, that is that one seeks to meditate with the proper view, with the generation of the proper view first.
Holo Shine Gong. Shine Gong the Bemo Netraning, Chingo don't take a sim, Shanjang is embedding the temple, Rendo which was Gong. Shine Tosuna, Shine, and Shine to Gongi Gongula, Tony Chubache, Tony Zangenti, Gonto, Tawa Echo.
And then the other one is, the other possible case is that one first tries to achieve calm abiding of the mind, in the sense that one's mind is completely free of any type of mental agitations like the excitement, scattering, dullness, and so forth. And then after that he turns to with interest to analyze the emptiness by using his own wisdom consciousness, and then that is to seek the proper view with his meditation.
Teni Karichane, Tumbanya Rajo, Ribaton, Gajang Wanzin, Betonia, Luju Shena, Chajachimu. And
so both of these cases, then one comes to recognize, to understand the object of negation, and so therefore one is in both cases that one is connected with the subject Mahamudra.
Simudra Mare. Shene Holo taught Hakendi, Shene Gibanyabraja Sine Toba Inza, that Tim Musedo, Tomani Mudrechina, Simudra, Dulu Simudra did it.
And if one has achieved first the calm abiding of the mind, and then through that the unfluctuating state of mind, if one comes to understand the true nature of the mind, that is what we call the introduction oneself to the mind with respect to the tradition of the sutra.
That is your Larichi, you do Tony Korachi Shabri. Tao Koramudu Shabri. Read in a Shinegundo Shagri. Chanchu Simbe Joba Parichima Drug, some days you move Shine Lozu Shagri, Shira you move Latung Lozu Shagri, in a Shilashita Gungumari, Shilashita Maguyati, Tibe Shira Gontonia Monsuton, Timelan Tondori, Chanchu Sindi Gacher, Well Gunguya. That there is similar to Chajichimuchi Bobagola, Tato Gumba Sube, Lute Majeba, Gonto, and Tawasu Lucheva, Yins. Mimba similar meaning, Tawa the Motuchigor, Chazan Tarindi, Tada Tenejiria. Takesha Vesebu Shenamado Divio Mare, Trasepicha Sula in the Teresebra Shego Mare, Tawa Shedi Shendugre, Tando Gabatoma Eurochena, Shingre, La Linchia Mari Shinga Dugore, how Chigure, Lega Chigure, Tinsa, Tonsi Lega Gangacha Gonos, Gongia Mido, Taguro Chena, Santa Shinga Gong So you the Valley Gonjavi or Gosen, Sinja Gonjavi, Tunja Yomari, Lega Chendugore, Nimanese Legache, Gonda Gun, Yen Saint in the Duri Shita already, Shinga Yomari.
So his Honor says that when you receive the teachings on the Lamrim, on the gradual path to enlightenment, also that the emptiness will be explained, and with respect to seeking the proper views, and so then but it will not be so much emphasized. It's because that through entering into the practice of achieving samadhi, there's still the danger of falling into the practice of the lower vehicles, and so therefore the main emphasis is being made on the developing the bodhicitta and so forth. And so now here, in former times in Tibet and the monasteries, when you give these explanations, you could sort of give in a brief and a concise way that the people are able to understand properly. But here that one has to explain in very great detail. It's because that it's quite sort of foreign to one's mind. And then in the meantime, the situation of the Tibetan monks also have been changed. So nowadays that they do not have so much time to meditate, to practice, because they have so many other engagements, like for having to work on the field and so forth. So this leaves a little time for the practice and for the meditation. So here in the West, people have very great interest for meditation, but they do not yet know how to meditate properly. So now with respect to the subtle emptiness, then there are two divisions. One is with respect to the person, and other to the general phenomena. So there are two types of emptiness explained. So there's no difference between these two of the as far as their subtlety is concerned. They are both same. There's no difference that both are the same, sort of in the same way, same to the mind of a person to understand. There's no difference between these two. So the only difference is the difference of the bases. The bases are different, and the emptiness on those bases are the same. There's no difference. One is with respect to the person, other one is to the different things, dharmas or the phenomena. So this much is different from the side of the basis of those. So we speak here, when we speak of the person, then we have to consider all of these different pronouns, like I and then he and you and so forth. We have to consider all of these then within the context of the person or the self, and then on the other hand, also that we have many ideas connected with the self. such as like the mind and so forth. And so this is that when you understand the completely the lack of inherent existence connected with the mind, then one has already understood the selflessness of the person. So then on the other hand, that we speak sometimes like my eye, and my house, and my vase, and my form, and so forth. So when we speak of the different things in this way, then this relates to the other type of emptiness of the phenomena in general. So when we sort of gather all of these different phenomena, then they can be classed into 5 different divisions, namely that of the 5 aggregates. So then the next question is that whether one needs first to meditate on the selflessness of the aggregate, or whether one first should meditate on the selflessness of the person or the self oneself. So in general there is no difference that in what way that you start first, either with the person or with the phenomena, to use the different reasonings to come to a conclusion that they are selfless and have no entity and so forth. But since there's no difference of the subtlety between the 2 types of emptiness existing, but in the actual procedure that one should start first with the meditation on the selflessness of the person. So even Buddha had taught in the King of the Sutra on meditative stabilization. He said that first one should develop the understanding of the selflessness of the person, and then move next to the selflessness of the phenomena, in a similar sort of way, to achieve the proper understanding of the empty nature. The same thing is said in the Dodvipa, that is the short condensed sutra of the Buddha. He said that first one should meditate on the selflessness of the person himself, then gradually he should move to the other people, other sentient beings, and to meditate on the selflessness of those objects. Then gradually he could expand his meditation to induce the understanding of the selflessness of the phenomena in general.
da member gumbala da yoya ne yone ne reji yogure se de shengore pena paju chachi la sona 당원도 바슈 냐케면도 바슈 라고 말해 다 치르지 라바이나 왜 이거는 진짜 내 치는 공부도라 저기라 손이 들어 세 이거 장구도와 치지 라서는 왜 치차차도 지연을 치세부도 지연나 딜라자 사등에 치는 레지 라서 산데센 집에 배 거기서 전에 지어도 다 되는지 보고요 연애 되는지 요거래 다 대치도 그만 넣어 연애 되는지 요거래 첼로 연들이 요거래 매번 라바는 되는지 요거래 대체가시 한지는 매니는 손나 다 내대면도 아까 다다니 뭐면도 산데 실내자야 살롱디 라샤 그래 되게 치매가 또 그래
So
다가 너야 다디 연애 늘지 요거래 살링해라 코치 상로마도 와라 코여도 매 하고 말해
So what happens is here the way to meditate on the selflessness of the person is then as explained with this illustration. He says that if you have a dog and then sometime that it disappears, and then it is possible that you might make an advertisement of that, saying that you would give this and that much sort of money if somebody would find your dog. And then all of this time that you have a very clear memory of the dog, that how it looks like and what form and design and everything. You have a very clear picture of the dog, and you have the intention to find it back. And then think that wherever it might be, it has this and that color and this and that shape and so forth. It remains very clear. But then after some time, that when it's not possible to find it anymore, then you start to lose this image of the dog that you have kept so long. And then so in a similar way that the search for the object of negation is also very much similar to the effort that you make to find the dog.
tabe ngola mari bate ngomen zima yes da jebala mbede shengor mbede kawa yone yabuji madana da tagazi jede theya yo mare.
So another example is that when you would like to shoot with an arrow, that first thing is that you have to do is you have to see the target properly, and then you can shoot at the target.
Cheza alinga mbengosim minde kawa su shando so ya wita ta teresa teje uresa ani jinen da de kete je gin tigruwa daga noji gaja de kon le ngonsi nega chi gaja ngi benes.
So like that, you have to recognize and to see the target of shooting, and then you can shoot at that point. So likewise, that before you start meditation, you have to find first the object of negation.
Kansa ge dame ge kansa ge da zig ko zawa jelu de xian wo nyomo jian na ma lu ji so la da lin zhong lu yu tong ju chi da nen di yu do do che de nan ju bai da nen go bu che nyomo ba de sha shi dang de mu kong zhu ma je ma ri ba da da yo yo ane cha do ci ba cha ba se na xia de zai nyomo ba chu nyomo ba de re ni shu ba nyomo ni shu za lu yo 대는 저저데 배 거사게 단세들 나나 사바 나 사바 여 사데데 나래 야보 고그레 나 도바 미용 고그레 나래 너바 젠베 너차 요그레 나래 담아리는 콘주 용그레 녜지 배 거사지 이테는 때 지금 대마 중도 신나이 사그레 나 나중에 배 난데베 야고 용베 더 메래 유주 지그레 짜진 셰그레 고마고그레 메스그레 디바사그레 강가 대야데 나나나 사벨로 코이 제고서 자자와 나나 사바데 지기다스 지솔다 와스 자녀 주그나 그 지기다들 가사게 단지레 단지 강가 지기다 마레.
So here first that you have to know the great advantage of the understanding of selflessness of the person, and the way that it helps as an instrument to uproot the self-grasping. And because that through the self-grasping, a lot of things are produced, like very many different types of the afflictive emotions, like the 6 main, the root causes, like attachment and so forth, and then there are 20 other 20 secondary afflictive emotions, and all these are produced by the self-grasping. And with that, with this attitude that you have always the idea of thinking of oneself, like myself and the mind and so forth, and then through this, that always it produces a lot of negative state of mind, like attachment, miserliness, intrigues, and so forth. And so this is what we call the transitory collection, and with the idea of mind and so forth.
Jita siade nga sambe lodi nga shushu gu chia ji gu re pena nga ma imbe kaza yamba chi raji juan zimbe zeba ko kaza raji juan zeba iza kaza ga dan zing re de jita mare jita nga raji juan zeba kaza ga dan jita ni ga re sa nga sa de sanglo to mu go isa nga shu ji ji gu re mer ko paru raji juan zeba lodi nga shushu gu ji gu mare. So
so one has to make a distinction between the self-grasping of the things and of the person himself, like that one is always thinking in terms of myself and the mind and so forth. So something that comes by itself and with a great strength, with a great force, and that is one of the root causes of trouble.
Nga somebody za chimbu che san tene mele be nga ki tanda la ya mele che se che mele onyo to cha zin she mi so che be nga la sha gu za chita se nga la chi gu za mele cha zin she hamba she da na yin ge yu ju che chamba che gu mu gu da na yin be nga che chi zo be mele du ba le ta ka je mi gi chu sa me nga ka lo nga khure tanda le che de ba yin za nyomo ba ge chen de la nyomu de la be nyomu ni shu kanga jita le chuwa da ala la de nyomu be de mi ge le sa ba kanga jita khul de sa le ge de bo nyawa ni so ba ji da to no me su su do ta ma me to be ta me ba chang gu ya de jita khu che ba re de sa za do no ko me za wa de ya mo se ni jita re ta jita de me ba ji su to na ane kanga me ba re ge sa shin ge do mu za wa che na 아니 야가 용고마레 레오 용고마레 메도 용고마레 저 토르 감루레 사와디 저 마토니 야가까지 제샤네 지그레서 하다 베데데데디 타오토만 지다디 저상 지고
So one has to use the analytical wisdom to find out the disadvantages of this the self-grasping attitude, which comes so forcefully within oneself, and through that one goes to the various extremes, in the sense that you use your force to cause sufferings and harms to others, and you destroy life, and then you steal things belonging to others, and you make use of the idle speech, and so through generating very many different type of the afflictive emotions, then you keep on collecting the further causes and keep on committing more and more unwholesome actions, and then this will then produce the sufferings of the three bad migrations, and then gradually that you have to find out the root cause of all of this trouble is this transitory the connection of the grasping. And then you should gradually bring up very powerful determination to uproot that attitude completely. And because that it is like, if you are not able to do that, then it will keep on producing more and more sufferings. It is like if you cut the branch of a tree, still that it cannot completely sort of die. Still the branch and so forth will keep on growing. But if you cut the trunk of a tree, then there's no further production of the branches and leaves and the fruits and so forth. So likewise that one should develop a very powerful determination to eradicate completely the root cause of all of this trouble. This is the self-grasping attitude.
Then chuk chimadore, then kucherin dore. Then be manzijita chion, ngaraji truanzeo, sola ramaleva. Techewa is a ngaraji truanzeo, manzijita di yobe jenge, and dagin de esbe. And I somebody chion, I raji truanze. My raji truanzebe jenge, my nawa, my na, and the kangalobe, my nye, my tro, my dra. But in it, some of the Ranji Truanzeni, Kangala, Dense Kangawa, Tenechi. Then the Toma Mansi Chiluti, Mangachidu Kadej, Musimuri. So, somebody Kadej to Tadu, Kuyabuchiro Chigiyomari.
So, first that you have to find out that how it is produced, this the self-grasping. And at the beginning, that it seems to be, it comes up quite sort of weak, but then gradually, then it brings sort of, it starts to have more force. It becomes sort of more and more forceful within oneself, and then gradually, on the basis of that, you have the feeling that it has independent existence within oneself. And then through that, then it produces further. It has further productions, such like the mind and so forth, like my eye, that my nose, and my friend, and my enemy, and so forth. And gradually, this will induce the true existence that you establish in everything that you come across, that keeps coming to your mind.
Ngadi kande chigudu ta thoma nga sambai kande ngadi kande chi shagdu ten nga sin khawre ngadi tago nga sanji kushu chimbu chigu mare kuma truni gona longu chonde de kuma yungge wa mare kawde gore so kuma truni ke ma ka ma thong se chen ko yungri tinya ani jene da gon tinya juna aya bu yore.
So when you have this motivation to check precisely that how this attitude arises within yourself, then it doesn't come very strongly, because that you are checking, that you are like watching that how it comes about. And if an example for that is if somebody is at the door, sort of like a doorkeeper or a guardian, then a thief sort of then might not come, because there's a guard standing at the door. But if he would then sort of hide himself or conceal himself, then it's very easy for him. The thief will not see him. Then it's very easy for him to catch at the time that when he actually comes.
So
so unless that one comes to see that how that one establishes the true existence of this self, then otherwise then it is impossible to negate this thing.
Dakayo man mashama mami mamuche junu kachen kanru ninu yomare. Is Ali Tomo Gajang Munsema the Hundubene Chishu Chiri.
So it is like if one sort of try to shoot a target without seeing the target, then it will not be possible. Also, that if one then takes the soldiers to fight with the enemy without knowing that what enemies are, it also will not have any success. So likewise, that first that one has to see precisely the object of negation and then try to apply antidotes.
공주주 용의 좋나 마디 아버지 등그리 지급에 많이 가요 저 예제샤 매제샤 저 누자리 시부지레 생에 좋나 한 공주주를 오늘 많이 봐 매kel 코한데 그도 선에 산데네 나디베 쿠베 나도 바치리아 롱롱제베 베네마 토켄 지급에 롱롱바지 야샤용 그래 대도 나도 수침부 징겨요래.
So his Honor says that the best moment to check this is that when somebody comes to upset you, and through certain actions like despising or through scolding or something like this would happen, then that you might think that that person has done something to an innocent person, and that very moment, then this idea of the self then comes very forcefully within oneself.
다 공주님의 longa 제고리야. 세다 지요는 왜 도버치 러베 크위제. 근데 살도 공주야 lon주네. 근데 지금도 기다고. 대문신. 랑선 대요 말에 상가주요 말에. 가자 먼저 거라 가자 여샤제. 데모 주버 여샤제. 대리야디 선이야디 살도. 양도라 동케지 용가제. 저 야부리 저베 미 좀부리 미 케야부리 미 바우리 셔케야부리 상로요 켄리 베 동신요 켄리 밀 펜신 침부리 저 야부 시부 조제레스 더러 동케 좋나 아우레 마치 레와사 야자 용hen데 지게 야대건 마마 수켄데지 랑랑지 샤용으레 다 군인이 어디 집어이 샤우레 샤다 집어요.
So so even if there's no one to upset oneself in reality, you could at least visualize somebody right in front of yourself that who has very much sort of upset you, and then try to check that how this attitude arises within your own state of mind. And then sometimes you can do the other way around, then somebody sort of coming to yourself and then start offering a lot of compliments and praises and saying that you are a very good person, that you are very generous and very learned and so forth, and then one has gradually the sense of the mind being sort of heightened, and so in a such way that you have to check that how these different attitudes arise within your own state of mind.
마도제 치부로부터 실로도 안 하셔. 안도 저쇼 고쇼 승에로 지레오 시에네 베베 베 장숑 전의 고베나리아 진이도를 신원 지지어도 대셰요도 마베 지가르제 가르를 시에 사용은 사용상도 지정도 상대가 지지어요. 사롱지 어디를 마디 근데 지도다.
Sometimes that we speak of the presence of the ghosts or like the demons and so forth, and sometimes in evenings that when you are all alone by yourself and in the darkness, if you hear certain amount of noise or sound, then you might get sort of very frightened from those different noises, and then at that moment when you get frightened, also it's the best moment to check precisely that this idea of self, how it arises at that very moment.
대단 되게 때문에 니 그걸 샤야지오래. 대단 단답에 전생으로부터 두 자당 두네 지랑선 셰네 배 혹디가 셰용하게 단단 때지나. 단답들라 인주 라지 주반 젠워리데 부모가에는 zul을 도스니야요리디. 미 디제는 zul을 직슈르와 되네요. 영로 칼은로 또 영토 칼은로 또 사초초질 해시 셰용 장하다 너 사미용 사벤다니 공부에 신라 마진젠다 시시 셰용도 마데마 사미용 사 셰용도 내가 나신 zul을 다도 심베가우르 비지레 이네 되게 팽기요.
So the cases like before at the time of being that one is being upset by somebody, or that one is being complimented, praised by somebody, and like the next case, these two are slightly different, because here that one is sort of close links with the form aggregate, especially that because that one might have the fear of being eaten by certain animals, Or then likewise, that if one goes to certain dangerous places where one might fall down, also that you have fear, being frightened, and at that particular moment, also that you have the sense of being very close to the form aggregate, think that you might fall from that place.
Yang zang 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 be le jun de sang lu tong tang hai ya bu ma chung be di ba sa su pa ma da gong jiao da chi da le mo gu ba che le nge mo sa ma yin ba she ji che dang a shi sun shi ma ta nya wa na ru gu re san shi na chung na yang nga de re nga sam ba ti yong gu re de chen bu nam shi le da tu sun be go re jiao chi mo ru kan nam shi re.
Then sometimes other times that when you sort of engage in the different analysis of the law of karma, then it's possible that you may find out a lot of mistakes that you've committed with respect to the 3 jewels and to your parents, and think that these are terrible sort of unwholesome actions that one has accumulated those as objects, and think that this might send a person oneself into the lower realms of life with very heavy sufferings. So when this sort of analysis would produce frightening effect or fears, then at that moment that you have a more closer link to the consciousness aggregate.
Pension to ne maruke. So called the Ramaleke, Rawanjans, Rawan Truba, Rawan to Truba, Chibori, Ramaleva, which is Shavio. That in it in Shache. So le Ramaleva Chindu, somebody. Yani Yodo San Luton, Society, Mendeku, Gaje Dati, Chume, Munzimber Chichilo, the Susube, Tingo Yago Masimba, Gajat Hama Luson, Jeva Chene, Tony Togumari, Tony, Gajat Hama Chamu Lunduna, and the Tony Be Zoto Tuyo.
So what happens is that so when this attitude arises, then it arises with a very great force, and then you have the sense that it is independent of anything, like it has independent of cause and effect. It is existing by itself. It's existing on its own power, by its own character, and so forth. So that point that one should engage in different activities, like to accumulate merit and also purification, the practice of purification, and you should pray that you have the success to recognize precisely the object of negation. Because if something is left, even a very little subtle aspect of the object of negation is left, then again it's not possible to achieve the precise understanding of the emptiness.
Tadibe Gonto, young Shine Gunde, Shine Rutarva, Shine Dua is a Shine Dal Datijan, Dadila mean Shinego. Who you touch it, when it on a Yobachicha, Yoshara Anche. That is a Kola. Ye Zuda Yomar, Kado Kama de Yomar, Kolangota and Yala, the Umuse Chake Yomar. You don't know you could be wrong, she won't shoot you.
So using the power of the calm abiding of the mind, that what one has already achieved, and then directing one's mind to the self, and the self being the object of negation, and taking it, think that it has independent existence, and then try to find out the different details of the object itself, like the form, the shape, and the color, and so forth. So one should make a search after this self. So here is a little break.